why the killing of Commander Ikonso could lead to more bloody clashes in Imo State. Saturday, the 24th of April 2021, is arguably a day that many will not forget in a hurry. First, it was the day that the country home of the incumbent governor of Imo State was razed with fire by gunmen. Secondly, it was also a day that the Nigerian forces comprising of a joint team of police, DSS and army attacked and killed a top commander of the ESN in Imo State, Commander Ikonso. Although the news of his death may have brought joy to many, there are equally some that have shown their displeasure over his death. It is true that the ESN is the security arm of the proscribed IPOB and have continued to show their willingness to defend the southeast and south-south from the marauding Fulani herdsmen. However, the federal government and particularly the Imo State government have continually shown their unwillingness to allow the group to operate in any part of the country, leading to a deployment of troops to confront the ESN, a mere vigilante group. Not long ago, we witnessed a violent crash between the military and the ESN in Olu area of Imo State, leading to loss of life and properties worth millions of naira. We also read on social media some publications attributing to the recent attacks on police command headquarters and the Nigerian Correctional Service facilities, both in Owerri and the Imo State capital, to the ESN. While we are still wondering how it would be possible for ESN, a mere vigilante group, to carry out such heavy attack, reports filtered in about the killing of the ESN top commander in the state, who is popularly known as Commander Ikonso, for masterminding the recent attacks in Owerri. Although he has been killed, but his death could lead to more violent and bloody clashes between the security agencies and the men of the ESN. The reason for this is that the group, which has allegedly or already alleged that the Imo State governor is responsible for the death of Commander Ikonso, may be unwilling to let their boss go down without a revenge. As such, his death may have been set Imo State on the path of more bloody clashes. As it is right now, no one knows for such what could be happening in the coming days, but we can only hope that peace and security is restored in Imo State, which was once known as the safest state in the country. Wow. Yeah, this is very, very bad, because as we know, again, from the patterns of Biafrans, the ESN, they will never let this slide. So again, it might escalate. It really might escalate. Knowing how, IPOB is, knowing Nnamdi Kanu is, and to be honest, I don't even think, as of now, they've released a statement, but we don't even know what to expect. This is like drama, but obviously this has to be the lives of people, but this is going to be very much intense afterwards. So let's look at the comment section. Someone says the writer is another complete sympathizer of a terrorist group in the name of mere vigilante. Right the way he put it. Do you want to say the attack to security operatives and arson, destruction of property are carried out by Fulani herdsmen, but then they're labeled as unknown gunmen? So, your point? Then you must be a cohort in this regard for not calling them their international name. Let me advise you and ASN to desist from attacking security personnel if you really are vigilantes. Otherwise, a faint headache happens to Governor Ozodinma, more calamity will befall on the entire southeast. I have warned. Who are you? Are you the oracle? You just talk like as if it's the oracle of the gods of whoever. Well, guess what the reply is to this. Someone says, so what are you saying? Do you know that your security has been killing IPOB for so long and you are happy about that because they're not humane to you? Don't worry, soon you will see what Igbos are going through for years, then you'll understand. Personally, my opinion, no fact to back it up, it is absolutely my opinion. I think that with what Igbos have gone through, let me be careful about what I'm going to say. But the fact just remains that in terms of being marginalized, absolutely, since the birth of the country, let's not even complicate the matter. Since the birth of the country, that's how it has been. They are very, it's so tiring having to explain this. Like, come on, please, people, use your critical thinking skills and observe patterns, okay? Like, it's not every day we have to be given history lesson. Please, if you notice the patterns, the ESN was birthed as a result of the lack of, ability and capability of the actual police or security forces to tackle the herdsmen crisis. So they are defending themselves, and now this is a problem for the governors and the southeast entirely. Like, they are literally trying. Of course, we know they want to, separate, but why is it such a threat? Why is it such a big deal? They should come out and say it. I don't understand. The hate towards Biafrans, or the hate towards, it shows they're doing their good job. Again, it shows they're really on fire, because they are so aware. They're highly sensitive, and I think that's what the Nigerian government is trying to control, because they know that Biafrans see through the loopholes, and they see through the gaps in the government's leading and all that. Everyone can see, but it seems as if the government is just specifically threatened, and they feel like, if we take off IPOB and Biafrans and ESN, then we can continue in this, all that. But again, with the kind of leader that they have in Nnamdi Kanu, who is very assertive and confident, and is factual, to be very honest. He's never really said something that is out of order or anything. So yeah. And also they're a united people, and I think that's something that they're trying to deal with, and it shows in their tactics to spread or to push a propaganda against them. They always go for the unitedness, or the unity basically of Biafrans, because they would say things like, oh, people exposed this about them. Again, with this top commander that was killed, of course this commander obviously had a lot of influence, and of course him controlling how operatives and operations were gonna go, that division is already brought down. But again, I just think that depending on the way, it can definitely escalate from here. So I think the ball is now in Biafran's court, ESN, Nnamdi Kanu. What will they do? I think it would be unwise to sort of the Biafrans to sort of escalate the issue and want to have like a sort of revenge. But that is unlikely. That is highly unlikely. Like, to think that Biafrans, again, if it is strategic to an end goal that we don't know yet, fine. But I think to make it an immediate escalation would literally set the whole country ablaze. And they have to be sensitive with how they move now, because if they can prove that the government actually, even if they prove who killed who, it's Nigeria, okay? Nothing's going to happen. But they can make things happen, and they can make things escalate by the certain steps that they take from now on. Put what you think in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.